Hey everyone, and welcome to the live stream, our first live stream of 2021. What's going on, everyone? Hello, everyone. Welcome. I'm just trying to get this chat thing going, make sure it's up. I'm not really sure how to do all this through a mobile device, so just bear with me here. Hey, Tana Roots. Okay, I can see you. I can see you now. Hi, welcome. So, before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has supported our channel down through the years. It has been. I was thinking about it. Hey, Broke Farmer 76, how you doing, sir? I was thinking about when I first started our YouTube channel. It was back in 2018. So this is a milestone for us. I'm gonna show my face for a second, y'all. Flip this around. So hey, y'all can see me now. Good. This is a milestone for us, due to us being on here. Like I told y'all on our on the what was it, the congrats, thank you and all that. Not everyone get to a certain amount of subscribers so quickly, on YouTube, and then you just have to have patience. And so I was so excited about making videos, making content. I actually got burnt out from doing so much content at one point, and I want to stop. I want to quit. And everyone, was telling me to keep going, don't stop. And so that's what I did. Thanks, man. This actually, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. This is not our first time going live on YouTube. We used to do it with our laptop and all that, but unfortunately, that's no longer what's happening last year, and so I was like kind of bummed about it. So we reached the amount to be able to go live now with our mobile devices. So that's what we're doing now, and that's why I'm so excited about it. Cynthia Robinson said hi to the family. Thanks for the grade. Oh man, I very. Oh man, I caught it, then it went away. So, but you're welcome. You're welcome. But I'm gonna give y'all a tour, and the reason why I'm giving y'all a tour because I want you guys to see. Thank you. Kanana Root said congratulations. Thank you. I want y'all to see the good, the bad, and ugly. I'm about showing y'all everything in our garden because some I've been noticing some YouTubers like to show like all the good stuff. I like showing everything, and I like being honest with you all. And so here it is right now. I'm gonna show y'all what we did because we are about to hit summer, and I noticed I've been living in California. I'm from New Jersey, so that's why my title of our name is NJ. But right, Broke Farmer 76 said facts, and it's true. I'm from New Jersey, so I'm used to a different climate. And so when I came out here to California, it was very different. I didn't really garden in Jersey because I didn't have what we have now. I lived in the city, and I lived with my parents at the time. I was still a grown man, doing my thing, but I was doing stuff like growing stuff indoors, like herbs and stuff like that. And so I'm a third generation of gardener. Um, and it runs in my DNA. Uh, B. Jones said, "Hello, everyone. Hello." Okay, so Gil Jones said something. I'm like trying to read. I can't read that fast on here, but I'm a third generation of gardener. It's in my bloodline, and everything I have learned is from my um, grandparents, my dad, and then it's me and watching YouTube and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna show you what we did. So we changed some stuff around because out here in where we are in Central Valley Zone 9B, it gets hot, y'all. Like since I've been out here, every year at the end of May, it gets in the triple digits, and it is not fun at all. So what we did was move some of the things around. So let me just show y'all. So what we did was, as y'all know, we got bay laurel growing and rosemary and all that kind of stuff. So what we did was we just moved this from the opposite from this wall. We moved it right here, and we're growing everything in containers, y'all. My desire is to basically, in the future when we get our own property, is to actually be able to grow some things in the ground and still grow some things like in a raised bed and containers. So right now we got it in containers, grow bags, nursery pots, everything. And so we got our sweet bay laurel here. These are new leaves, and I want to show y'all something. This is why I moved it. See that? Because this is like sunburn. This is what happens when the heat gets involved. And so a Tuscan blue. I'm experimenting with some dill. Name is dill right here. We grew from seed indoors. This right here belongs to my parents. I just um got this yesterday from them. Like I told y'all, our weather is crazy, and so basically, there you go. Their blueberry bush got torched, but I want to bring it back to life. And then over here is the jasmine. And let me just show you. Keep walking right quick. This is the fig tree. So what we did was we moved our Mora blood orange to this side here because it gets real hot. Okay, and so some of the fruit did drop right there as you see. Alright, and then we moved the Washington navel as well because this thing always get toasted. And we moved the azaleas, as you can see over here, to give room for this container here that has nothing in it. Everything's dead in there, and it's a piece of garlic that I have not actually brought indoors. Oh, this I want to show y'all. Look at this. I have Marbar spinach here, y'all, that came up from seed that I didn't even plant. So I don't know where it came from, but this is Marbar spinach, a heat tolerant spinach, good for our climate here in Zone 9B. Only thing is, if you eat it fresh, it's gonna be slimy, just like okra. And then I got a lot of blueberries here. They staying over here. The other blueberry here, staying over here. All right, and then our pluwa here. So it's kind of loud because of the central air, but I moved all my citrus, or most of it, on this side because there's more shade as you can see. So y'all can get a look. All right, because right now that sun is kicking. See that? That sun is torturous right now. And so what we have done just recently, we just used the Ivy Organics 3-in-1 plant guard to get our trees, established because what happens is you get sunburn. All right, and so I have look. You see how this look without the paint right there? You see that? It's like sunburn. So I'm glad I was able to get that Ivy Organics 3-in-1 plant guard. Hey, back to Arus. Congratulations to you all. I'm just doing a live, just showing you guys a little tour of how everything looks right now, the good, the bad, and ugly. And so, uh, right now, the temp right out right now is like about 93. Yes, too. It does have a disease too. It's all 3-in-1. It helps with a lot of different things. Sunburn and help with insects repellent basically and all that other stuff. Yeah, it helps with a lot of different things, y'all. Yeah. Ivy Organics is the way to go. Um, if you don't have that product, the 3-in-1 plant guard, it comes in like in 5 colors. And they have a new color. It's called start with a G. I can't think of the name. Matter of fact, I have it somewhere. I have it somewhere in the back, but if I can find it, I will definitely show you guys what it is. It's a new color it just came out with, and so that's the new color we have here on this tree, on our Mario lemon. And didn't I tell you about sunburn, sun damage? Look at this. I hope y'all can see. You see that right there? It's like right here. Matter of fact, I think I saw it earlier. Right here is black. You see that? This is what happens when you don't have your tree in the ground and it's not mature. like say like this myrtle tree right here, and if you're able to see this kind of things, you can't just remove it. If your tree is in the ground and it's mature, you ain't gonna be see all the stuff that as you can see like in a container. You're not gonna be do all that. So um this Rory Setsuma here, I want to show you guys thin itself. All my citrus in general, guys, thin itself. You don't have to thin citrus. So right now I only seen one fruit on this tree. It has so much fruit on this tree, it all dropped. But thank God for the fruit that's still on here, so I ain't complaining about it. I'm happy. Now we're gonna be in the sun for a minute, y'all. But here is this raspberry here. And this raspberry, I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. When I harvest, we don't harvest and take things in the house. We have not done that this year at all. Little NJ, who you guys know, my son, comes in the garden. Every time he come outside, literally eats the fruit from this raspberry bush and the strawberries. He comes in and harvests his own fruit on his own. And because I taught him one time how to do it, that's what he does now. So if he can reach it, he grabs it and eat it. So that's why we don't even get a bowl and do like everybody else do on YouTube. We just come and get eat. Uh, so that's the raspberry bush. Our strawberries are now starting to gain runners here. Man, listen, look. Look at this. Now, the different thing, back to what we said, his strawberries don't make it in. Let me tell y'all something. This year, 2021, I have noticed a total difference here in our garden. I have been seeing a lot of birds in our garden this year. It is ridiculous. So this morning I came out here and I seen one of he wanted strawberries. So this is the Albion strawberries. Now this right here, this container here, guys, you looking at is actually from the original mother plant, which is like right here. Okay, I was able to um, basically propagate our Avion strawberries and made this into a container, um, a second container basically. All right. So these are all new. Usually, some individuals say, "Don't let the fruit, stay on. Don't let the fruit, don't let the fruit, don't let the flowers and all that stuff." I just did. I just left it alone. Let nature do its own thing. Uh, and this is over here is called Big Bertha bell peppers. You can harvest these right now. Okay. Um, you don't have to allow them to get be fully developed. I think a lot of people don't know that. You can just harvest them and let them and just eat them. Do what you want to do, put in the freezer, saute it, whatever you want to do in the fresh. Make a crudité platter out of it. Crudité is just a culinary term for like a vegetable platter. So if y'all want to know what kind of terms I'm using some of my culinary terms from going to culinary school and being a chef and all that stuff like that. So sometimes y'all will hear me say certain words. I'm like, what the heck is that? Don't worry about it. Just know I'm using some culinary terms. Um, this is our Ural. Over here is the Kalengia. Now this came from Baker Creek, and the reason why I'm growing Kalengia, growing with Jay, my strawberries are so small. I think I'll look for a bigger variety next year and replant. You know what? Do that. This variety we have is actually called Albion. Now I had some pictures on our Instagram page at NJ underscore Gardner that my hand is like this in the picture, and the strawberries are huge. So you can get varieties like an Albion strawberry, and it will give you a bountiful crop. Now Albion is an everbearing, so that means that this variety can keep producing flowers, turn into fruit, like you see like this right here, and then it'll just turn red at a certain time, and you'll get, some fruit and harvest and do what you got to do. There is another variety called June bearing. All right, June bearing is basically like in the spring, you only get one crop, that's it. But ever bearing is the one that you really, really want to get your hands on. Um, Speaking of strawberries, this right here is called Chandler. This variety here, and so we was able to get one fruit from this, and so now it's starting to flower. We have not fertilized this bed at all. Growing with Jace. Okay. Okay, okay, I lost your message here. I don't know what happened. Um, but I'm going to do a video and show you guys how to easily propagate your strawberries because ours are starting to show runners. All right, let me come over back over here right quick to show you something. This calentia came from Baker Creek. I didn't know it's going to get this huge in our grown with our single vanilla blood orange. This was the first citrus tree or fruit tree we ever had. Okay, I'm grown with Jay. You answered my question. Okay. Thank you for letting me know. Um, this was the first tree we ever had in our garden. I'm gonna be posting. I thought about this today. I'm gonna be posting because some of y'all are new to our channel, so y'all don't really know and understand like why I'm so excited about this. Is because this backyard was literally empty. Was nothing when we first moved here. Was nothing here. All this green. Now the landscapers have not been back here, so that's why it looks so wild back here right now. I don't know what's going on. I gotta talk to management about this, but everything back here was empty. It was no greenery, nothing until I started gardening in 2017 on this plot. Now, the single of the blood orange is finally holding its fruit this year. Every year the fruit falls, so we have at least three blood oranges right now, still developing. Prayerfully, we'll get uh, some able to harvest this fruit this year. This year was our first tree, like I said, and so what we did in 2019, we went and purchased the Moro blood orange, and that blood orange is now 2 years old. We purchased that blood orange on May 27th. I actually know the date, y'all. That's crazy. And this right here is the Red Lake Current. Now, last week I took a picture, and as soon as I took the picture and came back outside, the bird got to the current. So I'm gonna send a picture of that. We ain't even able to get to taste it. It has high antioxidants and vitamin C. And I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. I realized that our garden here, most of our fruit is mostly vitamin C. I have a lot of vitamin C in our garden, which is crazy. I have this red lake currant, strawberries, blueberries, the raspberry, and back here is black statin, blackberry thornless. I hope y'all can hear me very well too, y'all. 'Cause this central air thing is on. Um, and see, look, the birds has been pooping on this. Look, see that? See that? All you gotta do is spray it off. And look, this damage here. Some of the fruit is kind of dry here, but that's okay because the sun is there. This you can see the damage there. It is what it is, y'all. Um, yeah, I'm super excited about this. Is because this is sugar cane. It is our first time ever growing sugar cane, and so I'm super excited about it. It's getting, it's having a lot of growth. That's all I can say. From what it used to look like to now, it's really developing a lot of growth. So I'm watching this because this, as you can see, we got like canes here. I gotta be careful too. This thing will cut me. We got canes here, here, here. You can see that it's all new canes here. Yeah, sugar cane, man. Now, what people don't know is that sugar cane, broke farmer 72 says sugar cane. I mean, broke farmer 72 says sugar cane. This sugar cane is actually related to the grass family. Okay, and so if you if you really look at it, it looks like a piece of grass. But then if you look at it, it'll also look like lemongrass. All right. So like lemongrass, sugarcane, they all run in the same family. Crazy. And it look like a bamboo stick once it's ready to harvest. So because bamboo is also a part of the grass family. Now right here we got our corn. This is peach and cream corn, and a broke farmer 76 is in the grow bag. So and this is what people don't know. Anybody you can grow anything in a grow bag, and I'm a witness to it. Hey, grow it again, grow it again, grow your sugar cane again, man. If you can, go purchase some sugar cane. Go purchase some from the Asian market. They usually have it, and just grow it again. Like I'm telling you, they grow like wildfire in the summer. And because of your climate, it should definitely grow in your climate where you were at in Texas, man. I'm telling you, you will be amazed. I didn't even know I could grow sugarcane out here in Central Valley of California until John Collier from Growing Your Greens uh, was out here in the Central Valley area like over 10 years ago, and he came out and went to our property out here in Central Valley over like 10 years ago because he's from California. Georgia, okay, Georgia. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. I know you're from Texas, man. I don't know why. Um, he came out here and visited somebody, and they was growing sugarcane. So I was like, oh, okay. I know Southern California, you can they grow anything basically, but I was shocked. Now this is peach and cream corn, y'all. This is our second time ever growing sugar, peach and corn in general, and so I'm just learning how to do all this. Um, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm still learning about certain things, but and then out of nowhere we had some squash that's coming in. I didn't plant that; that just came up. So right here is our Harvard tea rose. It needs to be deadheaded right now, but yeah, I got some roses because I ain't want to keep buying annual flowers. Nothing wrong with that, but I'm trying to I'm trying to save money too at the same time. So, this grape. Now, this is not how you supposed to trellis a grapevine. Let me tell you that right now. Um, but for those of you who are interested in growing grapes and you're like you're literally new, this grape here is called a Thompson grape. And this is like a seedless grape. But any table grape is easy to grow. All right, so um, as you can see, something be eating on the leaves. This is just happened today. This wasn't like this morning, so I don't know what happened. But look at the growth, and this is gonna turn red. And what happens is a lot of people don't know that grapes are considered berries. Okay, so we call them grapes, but they are in the berry family. Don't ask me who made that up. I don't know. It's just in the history books. All right, so but yeah, that's what that is. Let me come right here and just show y'all something else over here. So I removed our artichoke. Well, one of them anyway. I still got some more work to do over here in this raised bed. But as you can see, we got our chamomile here. We still got some artichoke. Um, this dead. This lemongrass looks dead. I don't know what's going on with it, but I don't know. And this is one of the lemongrasses that we had. And I just yesterday I came in here and planted some bush beans, some royal burgundy bush beans. So this is one here. I have one there and some in this container here, y'all. So yeah, I'm doing my thing. Oh, let me show you this moringa. If you don't have it, go online, purchase you some moringa seeds, and grow you some. Hello, Firefly. What's going on? It's good to see you. Welcome. Um, but yeah, this moringa here is a lifesaver. That's all I'm gonna tell y'all. I did a video on that on yesterday. Y'all saw that yesterday. Just want to show y'all. This is one of our other fig trees, Cadota fig tree. I got a video coming out on Tuesday about the Cadota fig tree and figs, so stay tuned for that. And then this is a little Gala apple tree. And here's the second batch of corn here, peachy cream corn, and some sunflowers for my wife. Now, let me get a chair, y'all, because I don't want to sit uh, right in the where the central area is. So y'all just bear with me for a second. Y'all just bear with me. So yeah, okay, I must have got the wrong chair. Hold on. Yes, I did. I got the wrong chair. Wait a minute. But this chair broke. Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna sit in the shade. 'Cause I don't want to be in the sun, be sweating, the phone will be heat. But yeah, so I just want y'all to realize something too. I'm talking to y'all that y'all probably saying like, dang, he ain't growing a lot of annual vegetables this year. No, mm-mm. I decided not to because I didn't want to be bored. I grow since I've been gardening, y'all. I when you So, Broke Farmer 76 said, first time growing artichoke, do your artichoke grow back? Yes. In our zone 9B, it's considered a perennial. In certain zones, it's considered an annual. So check out your growing zone. I know you're in your zone 8A. It may be considered a perennial in your growing zone, so just check it out, okay? But ours is considered a perennial. Oh, I forgot to show y'all the aloe vera over here. Let me turn that around. So this aloe vera we had not even a year yet, and look, you welcome Broke Farm 76. This aloe vera ain't have a year yet, and look, it's starting to show pups. If you don't have no aloe vera, I'll say get you some, just in case you have a little accident, like your skin get cut, you get a cut, you get like third-degree burn or something. You want to use that for a shampoo. You can even use aloe vera as a fertilizer for your vegetables. All right. So I just learned that like a month ago, and I had not done I had not done the method of using it as a fertilizer, but I just found that out recently. So yeah, I'm thinking about just doing that soon. Oh, let me show you this too. Y'all. Look at this. This is what happened to my time, man. It got scorched. This was the lemon time here, and this was English time. It got scorched. I don't know what happened, man. And that's before we had our heat wave. So yeah, that's sad, man. But it is what it is, y'all. Oh, let me just show you this right here too, y'all. Before I forget. Right here is hot and spicy oregano, and I placed our sage right here with it because being in the full sun, I learned my lesson last year. Our sage died, so I'm trying to make sure that we don't lose everything, with our hot temps. We had two grown with Jay said she said she had two aloe vera plants and big aloe vera. They died. Dang, that sucks. Let me just trust you something quick. Man, yeah, they gotta be in the right climate. I know that. I'm still learning about aloe vera. Now, let me tell y'all this. In my growing zone, zone 9B, here in the Central Valley, where I'm located right now, we have clay soil. All right. Well, I'm gonna say dirt. Everything, Tracy. She said, "Hey, all. How you doing? Welcome. Good evening, or afternoon, or morning, wherever you are, wherever you are. It's good to see you guys. I'm gonna tell y'all straight up. We have clay soil here, and for those of you who don't know, I do actually garden in the ground as well. For a relative, uh, a relative of ours. I help them with their garden out here, and yeah, the soil ain't no joke, man. It's horrible. Now, from what I was told, now this is what I was told that we have one of the best soils, one of the best soils out here, um, in the state of California. I don't understand that. I'm just whatever. Y'all want to say that, go right ahead. But that's what I was told. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna flow. I'm just gonna go with the flow. But yeah, like I was saying, this year I decided not to do a lot because number one, I didn't want to get bored doing the same old. Number two is because we have a toddler now, and so he is into everything. That's why, if you notice, everything with Tristan, mine started off very rocky with tree branches. Yeah, I'm telling you, the soil can be very, very harsh. This is his little container here, y'all, because as y'all know, he loves being outdoors, and the only thing he has been interested in right now, well, he's been tearing up the leaves. So if you see any damaged leaves as well, like broken up leaves, that's because he's been doing that in our garden. Um, but yeah, he's been into everything. With the strawberries, his main concern. That's the one thing he does come out and want to do. Y'all got any questions? Y'all could just any questions? Let me know. Just put them in the chat, and I can answer them. Anything y'all want to know, let me just put them in the chat because I wanna make sure you know I don't talk too much here. Um, but one thing I do know is that I'm learning a lot. Every year I learn something new. Every year I learn something new. Like I cannot even tell y'all. Uh, like this right here. Um, this is the Washington Navel tree right here that we have here, and we have had this tree for about 4 years now. As what? No, 2018. So about 3.5 years probably. And This is the only well, this tree and our Gala apple are the only standard trees in our garden. Yeah. Oh, everything with Trace. She said, I know you had stevia in your garden. Best tips for taking care. Let me tell y'all. Hey, okay, wait a minute. Hello, New Orleans Gardener. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome. I'm gonna grow in zone 7A. I would say if you're gonna grow it, just grow it in a container. Um, and just watch over it. I don't. If you get like some hot, if you have a hot climate. Growing with Jay said, what motivated you start gardening? I'm gonna answer that too. If you got a hot climate like we do out here, like full sun, just place it in a shaded area. Now I end up killing my stevia because what I do? Oh, I was moving something. I was moving a container, and I end up killing it. And I was like, oh, it's gonna grow back. So I put the whole thing back in the soil. Nope, it just died off. I said, whatever, it's all right. Let me turn it around so you can see me. Well, what got me started? I okay, like I said before, I'm a third generation gardener. You welcome, New Orleans gardener. Welcome. I'm a third generation gardener. So my great grandmother, both of my great grandparents, I'm gonna say, and both sides of my family were gardeners. On one side of the family, my dad's side of the family, my great grandmother, she had her own land. All right, well, actually, both of my grandparents, great grandparents, had their own land, property. And so my dad, my grandmother like lived on her own farm, basically. And my dad always used to when he stayed with her, always used to go to her house, and she used to get him up early and before the crack of dawn and tell him to go harvest me some of this, go harvest me of that. So my dad even had a little bit of gardening experience as well, or farming experience, how you want to say it. And then, but my grandmother on my mom's side, my grandmother, her mom, my great grandmother also had property, and she had a vegetable garden and all that and whatnot. And but I've been around food all my life. I can just say that because as a kid, I wasn't a normal kid. Basically, I used to at 3 years old, I learned how to use a microwave at the age of three because of my aunt, and she taught us how to use that. Because we was kids, she wanted to teach us, how to do certain things a little bit earlier than expected. So I've been around food, and one thing I loved to do as a kid was watch cooking shows on PBS. Back in the day, like we had Yan Can Cook. We had I had this southern cook, Caucasian guy who's always cook Cajun food, and I used to watch. Uh, I used to watch him all the time. So that's what made me inspire me want to be a chef, and I watch Julia Childs and all that. So that's what really got me into it. And then my grandmother basically had her own garden, and still to this day has her own garden to this day. Now I look very young. I'm in my mid 30s, and y'all want to know? I don't. Y'all know black don't crack. So, but I'm in my mid 30s. I'm almost 40, and so I used to go out with every time I used to go visit my grandmother or spend the night. She used to always be in her flower beds, and so I used to go in her flower beds and help her, or I used to go on her vegetable beds and do help her do that. So that's what really got me into it. And then as I got at being a teenager, I decided to go ahead and do my thing and try it out for myself. Everything. Oh, okay. She's talking to I think she's talking. Okay. But yeah, that's what got me inspired. And what really got me inspired was to basically before I even started my family of my own, I wanted to make sure we eat our own food. Thank you, New Orleans Gardener. Yeah, I couldn't think of the name. Uh oh, how my everything Trey said how my mom's doing. They're indoors growing. We lost our first batch. And so it's so funny. I thought about it after that happened. I realized when I first started my watermelon seeds last year, it was in June. So the sugar baby watermelon basically has a 90-day growing cycle. So basically from seed to harvest it takes 90 days. So basically by August or September around there somewhere, because I think I let it stay a little like 100 days, but I'll be ready to be able to harvest our watermelon. I have the sugar baby watermelon and the lemon drop watermelon. You can grow any type of watermelon in a grow bag. You can grow even the container. All what happened. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it, Nolan's Gardner. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. He was one man. He was awesome. I what happened to the watermelon was this. So I'm sure. And now the watermelon is actually not this bag. The bag was where the raspberry was at. So basically, I literally had it right here, and I should have known better. So this is before the second. It was within the second week of May. I started to notice this start to whip a little bit. I'm like, what's going on here? And I had the shade cloth at that one, not this one, with that one. And because of my job, I work full time. Okay, let me just move out the way and come back. Let me come back over here, y'all, because that thing too loud. I don't want to talk. I don't want to be too loud, y'all. I'll blow y'all speakers, whatever like that. So basically, I got a full time job at the time. I was in training in the office and stuff like that, and so I basically couldn't come out, come in the back and do my thing, because some people are working from home because of everything that's going on. And so I decided just to basically, oh wow, but it basically just died because of the sun. It was too much. But now, I say, you know what? I'm gonna let them grow like to the like to the regular form I used to get in the nursery, whatnot, and basically experiment growing the one I just saw with blood meal, and the other one I'm going to use. I have alfalfa meal in the mix of that fertilizer. So once they're ready to bring outside, I'm going to plant them, transfer them in there, and just let them be. So yeah, that watermelon got torched, man. Uh, okay, I'm missing the whole conversation here. Hold on, let me she said New Orleans garlic it takes that long to grow. Stevia. Okay, yeah, yeah. So I encourage, it's great to grow from seed, but I still encourage people to, purchase plant starts because things do happen and you have to have a backup. Like this, for instance, right? Let me show y'all something. Now, I'm gonna show y'all right quick. These are my jalapeno peppers here, y'all. Okay, you see that? There's one here, one here. I put these I transplanted these jalapeno peppers about 2 months about we're in June and April, and they still coming up slow. So, but with me, I say, you know what? I'm not gonna purchase no plant stars right now. I'm just gonna let them be. You know. Have a good night. Back to our roots. Thank you. Um, but what people don't know is the hottest. Man, it's taking a long time. And you think because we be in this triple digit weather, we'll be having some good sun, and it'll be wanting to grow. Nah, it won't take at least 5 years, man. It don't make no sense. Um, sorry, y'all. I'm going here. But literally, it is still good to have a backup plan. Always have a backup plan. Now, the how our uh how our garden looks, guys. Let me just tell y'all this right now. I have a strategy, okay, a blueprint of how our future garden is gonna look on our own property. So everything you do see here is just um is just a beginner's garden for us. Like we're basically gonna have some of these things and more. Okay, so this is not everything that we want on our own property. But so I'm still in the works of trying to figure out, you know, if I want to grow it in the ground or if I want to grow in raised beds or in containers. Now, because now even wood, New Orleans Garden said everything on my garden is grown from seed, and that's the greatest thing. Like I believe this. Okay, for instance, right? when you grow from seed, that seed basically will germinate itself, and when it germinates, so it will get used to the area, the geographic location is in. Okay, and it will get used to the heat and the temps in the soil, the nutrients that it has in that soil, because if you notice, sometimes like when we purchase our plant starts, you can see a lot of different things in the soil. You can see sometimes they got a little bit. I used to work at a garden nursery, so about 2 years ago, as for a seasonal job, right? And because I got tired of working as a chef, as a line cook, and that's one of the reasons why I do garden. I believe that y'all don't know the amount of stress that a chef can go through. See, the same last year was my first time purchasing certain plants from a nursery. Let me tell you something. Um, you got to have a backup plan, like I said before. And so, even if your seeds, especially like what happened last year in 2020 with everything that happened, I don't want to say, I don't want to get in trouble, but everything that happened, everybody was purchasing seeds, and it was a time where seeds couldn't be purchased, or it was running late, or whatever was going on, right? One thing I do want to say to you all, when you do purchase your plant starts, make sure you have more than one plant start. Get one of those 16 trays. Yeah, it does. That does happen. That's what I'm about to say. It does happen. That's why I say you gotta have a backup plan. Exactly. Too. There is more than one way to germinate seeds. There are so many different ways. You could use your own soil. You could use plant and starting mix. You can use the towel method. Uh, but I have done so many different techniques with that too as well. And so, kid you not, when you do but purchase your plant starts, you can save those seeds. Like for instance, I'm gonna come back here and show you here. Now, this is let me go to the right. This right here is a red giant mustard. We ain't eating this. No, this is done. You see that? This is done, done, done. Now we are letting this go to seed. It's very, very important to have more vegetables than you need, especially if you want to collect the seed. Okay, because sometimes, like what happened last year, for example, there might not be no seeds left. What you going to do? You gotta have a backup plan. Okay, you gotta have a backup plan. And and I do have seeds in the house, and I definitely want to purchase more seeds, but my wife ain't having that. My wife ain't having that. She's like, you doing too much, dude. You just doing too much. But the hottest, so y'all saw that the jalapeno pepper. I'm gonna tell y'all what the hottest pepper we ever grew. The hottest pepper we grew in 2019 was a Carolina Reaper. That is the hottest pepper in the world. Okay, as of right now, still to this day, it has over a million Scobies. And so if you trying to grow hot peppers, I don't think you want to grow a Carolina Reaper. What's everything Trey said? What's one of your favorite plants to grow? What you mean by fruit trees, vegetables? Let me know so I can answer that question. Answer your question properly here. But yeah, I just this garden is just a peaceful place. A lot of people garden for different reasons. Some people garden for food security. Some individuals garden for just as a hobby. Some people garden for any will do. Uh, hmm. I'm gonna say flowers, which is weird, right? I would say flowers, like the roses I like right now. I think I have an easy, no, definitely from seed like the sunflowers. Those are very easy to grow. I would say I like watching flowers grow for some reason. I don't know why. And I think that's because that's how I started. Oh, you did okay. Okay, I see. I learned to new for um, and then my second thing is to grow is my fruit trees. My second is fruit trees. And what I have learned, and what I have learned. about gardening. You have to have patience, and you have to have patience in life. Period. Um, if you don't have patience, you're gonna struggle in your life, and that's with anything you do. And so, like my wife, Lady, I call her Lady NJ for I don't like saying her real name, but Lady NJ, she wants to basically have the things be able to harvest it fast and quick, and not everything works like that, in life. And so when you even like we have children, we gotta have patience, right? So anything in life, you gotta have patience. And so I'm learning to have patience. I'm learning even now to have patience right now because every time I look at you guys' YouTube channels and watch our videos, I get so excited. I be wanting to plant stuff right there and then I'm like, nah, wait, wait it out. Wait it out. You gotta have patience, dude. You can't just do everything at one time. And that's what a lot of beginner gardeners make their mistake. Yeah, everything Trey said. Yeah, yeah. I'm new to fruit nut trees. This year, I've been watching you and Les something. Yeah, it went up too fast. But I'm telling y'all, you gotta have patience. And the reason why I say that a lot in my even in my videos or if I say to you guys, basically learn your zone, your growing zone, because and learn about your soil, what type of soil you have is because it's very, very important. Like even yesterday, I went to my sister's house, and we planted her a Maya lemon tree almost a year ago, and I had to dig it up because it was going to it was stressed it out. I didn't know how bad it was until I got there, because it was looking fine at first. Come to find out, a gopher was in their yard and dug up. Because gophers make a mound. You could tell when a gopher is on your property because the dirt is exposed. And so I said, okay, I said we're gonna dig it up. We're gonna put it in a container. Boom. Yeah, learning from Lay is the best when it comes to fruit trees and nut trees. He knows his stuff, and a lot of people is starting to really, really, connect with him now. Because of all the information he has. And I tell you this, it all comes from experience, okay? From experience. But I literally went to my sister's house and put the shovel in the ground just to, loosen up the soil only one time, and the whole tree came out. And I saw the root, and you could tell that it was a gopher that got to her tree. And so it's very, very important to learn the soil, learn the type of pest that comes in your garden when it comes to your garden, like with aphids and spider mites, because we got a spider mite problem here, y'all. It's bad. Every year it gets worse and worse. We got earwigs. We have New Orleans Garden said, "What zone you in, NJ Kelly?" I'm in zone 9B, but our zone where we are here in the city is considered a Mediterranean climate. Y'all hear me say that a lot. Y'all been hearing me say that a lot lately, and we are one of the cities that actually can have that type of climate in the United States, where we have like dry heat, but we can grow almost anything out here, which is crazy. So we can grow year round, non-stop. Um, but I try to take a break here and there, so that's what I'm doing right now. Is taking a little break from growing a lot of stuff this year. So it can get overwhelming, but it's great. But I'm trying to make sure we have a lot of food. And in this is zone 9B. Yeah, it's wild. I'm telling you, y'all don't understand. Y'all, I know I probably get on y'all nerves talking about how hot it get, but if y'all was here, dry heat is the best heat. Coming from New Jersey, living in New Jersey, we have humidity and we got every type of weather you could think of. I'm from northern New Jersey, and so where I live close to New York, the state of New York, and so yeah, it ain't fun. Humidity ain't no fun at all. Okay, everything Trey says. I'm in Tennessee, and I think our growing season is long. Nothing on y'all. Yeah, let me tell y'all something. What I mean is, it gets hot here. It gets extremely hot, and right now it's cool. Right where I'm sitting right now, it's cool. It's at the 5 o'clock, almost 6 right now, and we're still in the 90s. Usually by this time it gets a little bit cooler, but it is just yeah, it is worse. I'm telling you. So I when I came out here, I thought that everybody was drilling because what happened before I moved out here to California, my sister came out here first with her husband and family, and so I'm like, all right, whatever, you know. So now it's like when I came out here, I didn't know. I thought he was playing with me. I'm like, you know, look at how everybody in the house. I see why everybody be in the house in the afternoon. I'm telling you, you don't hear nothing right now, do y'all? Y'all, I bet you don't hear nobody outside. You don't hear no kids. You don't hear nothing. I have my neighbors right. And my neighbors have children, and they ain't even outside right now. So I'm telling you, everybody be in the house about 2 o'clock. Everybody in the house. Ain't nobody outside. By 12 o'clock, you can feel. Look at this. Now the sun is basically going down right here on the west. Like almost an hour ago, when I was sitting right here, I felt that the sun on me. It was that hot. Okay, the sun rises from the east right here in the morning, and so I've been like, y'all, in the afternoon. Trust me, ain't nobody outside, especially in the summertime. Give me the spring all day, every day. I'll take the spring anytime. Give me the spring, especially out here. Now, Nevada, Las Vegas, and that's something to complain about. Las Vegas is something to complain about. Arizona is probably something to complain about with the weather, but it ain't fun. I'm telling y'all. Y'all got any more questions y'all want to ask me? Go ahead, I'll answer them. But I've been around food all my life. Uh, I was a garde manger chef, which means garde manger in French from what I was when I was doing my studies in culinary means basically taking leftovers and making it into something. So basically, my job was to make fruit platters. Yeah, it could be are the past words. Well, in my garden, in this garden here, y'all, it's not that bad. Um, it's not that bad. It could be. I have not seen. The only thing I can tell you, we have earwigs in our garden. We have aphids, we have birds, and we have spider mites right now. And I have seen grasshoppers. Like I'm trying to see right now. I'm loo- I'm looking at the tree collar. This is a Moret tree collar. If you don't have a tree collar, this is a great perennial to have. Go to the project tree collar dot com or dot org. I can't remember which one. And I, I'm telling you, Diva Jones '03. I jumped her on it. Some other YouTubers I had jumped on it. The company sells tree collars. Purple. This is the Moret, the regular tree collar, the dinosaur cow. They have another one called Jolly, and there's another one called Blue something. I can't think of the name. But if there's nothing wrong with growing annual tree collard greens. She keep talking about she last year was 112. Man, I'm telling you. Oh my gosh. You know something. You know, in August it gets crazy in August. I just ain't. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. It ain't fair. But this Moret, if you don't have a tree collar, if you want to grow a perennial collard green, I would say this one is a great variety to grow for you all that are interested in growing tree collards. I have one here too back here. I ain't buying no more tree collards as of right now. I'm on punishment. The wife is like, no, no more, sir. You doing too much. So and whatever and we're trying to just do certain things with our finances right now, so you know what it is what it is. So because we want to buy a house in the near future, y'all. So that's what we want to do. So if y'all wondering why I'm not doing a lot this year or next year or even a year after, it's because we're trying to save up and do and buy our own property in the future. So yeah. But yeah, this is our garden. And I learned, and being a gourmet J chef, you learn a lot, and that's what I dealt with a lot of vegetables. Yeah, y'all pray for us. I really want us to be, and that's one of the reasons why I want our own property to grow, our own fruit trees to grow. Like stop having to go to the grocery store for vegetables and fruit and all that kind of stuff. It was good being with you, New Orleans Garden. Thank you for stopping by and showing love to our channel. We appreciate you. We love you, and we're praying for you as well. Um, it is one of our desires, to have our own property and grow food and do certain things we want to do. But I'm learning a lot when we are. So, and this is why I call it my garden lab. Okay, guys. So if y'all hear me say that in the videos, exactly, Cougar. Look, you can go Cougar, Smart Final, Food Co. Look, Pathmark, Food Town. Piggly Wiggly, all them stores. Shop right, extra. Listen, yeah. The thing, and you know what though? If y'all want to eat healthy, one of the I would nutrition because I had to study nutrition as part of my elective in school some years ago, and they said if you want to eat healthy, shop out in the outer parts of the store. Basically, don't shop in the inner parts 'cause that's where all your preserved, your your processed foods are. You don't want that kind of stuff in your body, but you can't. And this is what I've been telling a lot of people too. You can't believe everything is organic at the grocery store. No matter if you go to a good night, growing with Jay. I know it's late, y'all. It's probably like almost 9 o'clock where some of y'all are, or 8 or 7, whatever. Um, but you can't shop in every. You can't go to the grocery store like that. We love you. We love you. We love you, on New Orleans Gardener. Thank you. Um, you can't believe, all that stuff they be selling in the grocery store these days. So try to grow your own food. Grow whatever you like to eat, basically, when it comes to vegetables. Now, if you want to get animals like chickens and all that, do that too. Get a pig, whatever you want to eat, get it, get it, get it, get it. But it was really good talking with you all. It's really good talking with you all today. I really appreciate you all that all you guys who stopped in and showed some love to us. This is like a random live today. And we're gonna do some more live streams as well, guys. So just bear with us as we try to get our schedule, look at our schedule and see what we can do. Because my schedule is basically booked. That's what I'm doing on a Sunday, and so I'll be wanting to do it over the weekday, weeknights and all that kind of stuff. But we all go to work and stuff. Man, you welcome. You welcome, bro. Farmer 76. Anytime you got questions, don't be afraid to ask me. And if I don't know, I'm gonna ask somebody else for y'all because I don't know everything, and I'm learning just like everybody else. I'm a rookie gardener. I'm not a master gardener. Don't want to be a master gardener. Um, I appreciate. I'm glad it was informative. Everything, Trace. But I really appreciate everyone who follow us. Y'all are considered family. I don't consider nobody, on our channel who subscribe just a subscriber. We consider you our family. That's why our channel is titled NJ Kylie Garden Family because you are our brothers and sisters, and we all in real life outside of this we all are brothers and sisters, and we should all love each other and learn from each other, not hate each other, not killing on one another, especially our people. That's our problem. We got a lot of problems, y'all. We got a lot of hurt and bitterness still in us that we can't get over. And sometimes we don't even realize how we are hurting our next generation. And we are the cause of that. They're looking at us. And this is why they're so wild and they in gangs 'cause they don't feel love from their family. Yeah, if y'all knew my story, y'all be shocked. One day I'll get on live and really tell y'all what happened to me um a few years ago. But yeah, try to just stay stay humble, stay grounded, use wisdom. Be careful out on the streets because these people don't care anymore. They don't care if you our kind, if you Asian descent, if you Caucasian. If they got a gun, they gonna do whatever they can to kill. You don't even need a gun, to be honest with you, as you as a weapon. In martial arts, it is said that any weapon, you could use anything as a weapon. You could use this daggone container right here in my hand. So yeah, and man, if y'all only knew the way I be feeling sometimes with these teenage kids and these young kids that's growing up these days. I was raised old school, and I was fortunate to have parents that and my grandparents to really teach me at a young age, how to have respect and stay humble and stay grounded. Now, yes, I did some things that I wasn't supposed to do, as every kid, teenager do, and even an adult, a young adult. But end of the day, you know, use common sense. You gotta use common sense. You gotta do. We got all gotta do right. When I look at my son, I'm doing this right here. One of the reasons why I am gardening is because I want to teach my son how to be self-sufficient. So as he grows up, he will know if he don't want to go to the grocery store, he would know how to grow a vegetable. He would know how to grow. He would know how to grow fruit, his own fruit. He would know even how to butcher a chicken if he wanted to, or a ham or a deer. Yeah, if y- next time when we go live next time, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all my story, my background, and why I am the way I am. But this is all for my son. And when we get our property, that property will belong to him. It's passing down. We are passing down an inheritance to our children's children, and that's what we're supposed to do. Not keep it to ourselves, and that's even coming from knowing your ancestry, knowing who your family, who you're related to. You know, so it is what it is, y'all. Like people don't these, and you could do whatever you want in your life, cause that's you. But we got to get these teenagers and these kids, on the right track. Cause like y'all know how what happened last year. Like we've been saying for years, tomorrow is not promised. Yeah, it hasn't been anything, and everything will come to you. Let me tell you something. And this is why I tell people too. Even with people I deal with at work, I tell them this: if you speak positive, you will get positive things in your life. Whatever you say out your mouth is basically a seed. Okay. And what you do is when you place that seed out your mouth, you're now allowing something to germinate and manifest in itself. That what's going to happen is it's going to manifest. And it might be a bad thing situation. You're going to be screwed. So if you're having a bad day, start speaking positive things in your atmosphere. You got to. Even when I have bad days, I have to speak against that stuff and be like, I curse that. 'Cause I'm a PK, y'all. I'm a pastor's kid, so I grew up in church. All right. Now let me tell you, it's not. I don't look at church as a religion. I look at it as being a Christian as a religion. It's not that, and that's what people. That's what the world has made it. It is basically a lifestyle. The way you are. Now every person they have done their dirt, yes, but people, especially with Christians, they don't realize that people that's not in that type of environment, they're being watched, and so I know every day I'm being watched, and somebody looking at me, they be like, "Oh, but you do this and that." Mm-mm. So, and that's why a lot of people stay away from us. But right now it's cool, y'all. I don't know, so I'm gonna come back here real quick. But yeah, we all learn from each other. Oh, I'm gonna show y'all. See, and this is what I want to show y'all. I'm coming back here because I want to show y'all this tree. Hold up. This right here, you see this dead thing here? This was our white Sousa donut peach tree. Okay, this was the third fruit tree we had in our garden. It died last year, and so I decided not to get rid of it, and so I'm keeping it right here as a reminder. Try to myself, um, you know, try to keep things alive and whatnot. But it's a lesson learned. The Maya lemon you guys saw is a second generational lemon. Okay, this lemon tree, our first lemon tree was purchased in a 7-gallon container. Matter of fact, it was purchased in this container here. The heat wave. That's what happened. Our heat wave. The the white peach tree was right here where this raspberry was. Man, broke Farmer 76. Let me tell you something. That the what the so our tree. I'm gonna come back to this tree right quick. So just bear with me. I'm on a fall. I'm gotta be careful while I step here. This tree here, it's called a white Sousa. What I call a white sauce or a white Sousa saucer. Donuts peach tree. It's not the Saturn. This is a white variety. What I tell you, the fruit is sweet, man. Oh my gosh! And a prolific grower. We only had that. We didn't allow it to fruit the first year we had it. So the second year we did, right? I kid you not. We had at least 44 pieces of fruit on this tree. 44 pieces of fruit on this tree, y'all. It's gone now. But in the future, we will get another one. Yeah, you might want to check that. Be careful of your tree. Um, yeah, get that liquid crop ASAP. Please do so. I have it right now. I'm gonna show you what it looked like. Just bear with me for a second. I don't want to lose any of you. Uh, let me move out the way. Yeah, it's on Dave Wilson Nursery has it. If you look at go to Dave Wilson Nursery, they do have that tree, but they don't. I don't think they sell it to like homeowners. You might have to go to a local nursery and get it. You can check Stark Brothers. They might have a variety similar to that. But any donut peach tree is a great peach tree to have. I know the Saturn is a yellow variety. That's a great one. Don't spray while it's fruiting. No, don't do it. Mm-mm. Don't do it while don't because you got fruit on your tree. I wouldn't spray it. Um, use if you can. I know horticulture oil is it might be okay. Let me try to I'm gonna put my tripod. Let me put the phone down. Let me go. I'll be right back, y'all. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna get the liquid crop and the other spray. Hold on for a second. See, this is the one we have here. Now, because your tree has fruit on it, you don't want to put it on here. Um, on your tree on foliar spray on your tree. But you can see it helps with disease and all that kind of stuff. Now, this one here is horticulture oil. You can spray with this with anything. Your vegetables, your flowers, your fruit. You can also spray this right now, even if it's on your fruit right now, on your tree. It don't matter with this product here. You can, do what you want. But this one, yeah, I will wait until if you can to the fall, winter months and try to get this situated ASAP. So that I will say. Other than that, uh only thing you gotta be careful with stone fruit in itself is basically blossom not what is it, leaf curl. And it does get fire. Like look at this, y'all. See this is from Zager Genetics. You're welcome. You're welcome. It's on Amazon. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. You can get that stuff from anywhere. Get BT for like, they got this product called BT for insects and all that kind of stuff. But this is the flavor name Fruit. Now this is not this is not how the fruit looks, y'all. Now every year this has been happening, and so this one looks good. This one right here, this looks real good. And so, but this tree here, I kid you not, this is a Fruit. This is from Zager Genetics. Dave Wilson carried their products, their trees, their fruit trees, and they've been around the guy who he was 95, I think. He passed away last year. He's like the developer of the Pluots, the Apriums, the Pluaries, uh all these different varieties of stone fruit, guys, and he's actually the one, the all-in-one almond that y'all hear about, or the sweet almond, all-in-one almond. He's the one of that developed these trees. Go to Dave. I'm telling you, go to Dave Wilson Nursery, and you will see some of their stuff is outlined as Zager Genetics. Or go on YouTube, and you will see from Ivy Organics. He went to their property. Go to Dave Wilson Nursery on YouTube. They went to the property, and this guy, he just passed away last year. And I'm telling you, because of him, we have what we have here in the United States of America, literally because of him and other people that was born before him and that was developing some of these fruit trees. But I purchased this tree because it is a long lasting fruit. This thing now it didn't itself this year, like most of my trees did, because I have not touched anything. As you can see, the fruit is on right there. Um, I kid you not. This fruit can last on the tree for at least 4 weeks when it's ready to harvest. A whole month. They say 4 weeks to 6 weeks, and so I think this fruit will be ready to be harvested in August or September, but it could stay on the tree a little bit longer than usual. Unlike your Santa Rosa plum. Now, for this species of stone fruit here, this Flagrante pluot, it needs the Santa Rosa plum to pollinate it. So that's why we have the Santa Rosa plum and then the Flavor Grenade Pluot. And it's a great Pluot. Now the one of the popular Pluots, it's like I'm saying like a Pluot, like I'm saying poop or something. But one of the favorite stone fruit of its kind here is called the dandy or the dapple, something like that. The dandy dapple, something like that. And it looks like a plum, but it's actually the Pluot. But Pluots are most of the Pluots that's out there are cross between, and this one is cross between an apricot and the Santa Rosa plum here. And look at this. We're gonna have one fruit on this tree. You see that little baby there? Everything, yo, I kid you not, y'all. And I'm not complaining. I'm happy, but everything was basically thin from Mother Nature. I didn't touch anything. I didn't even get a chance to, because I think it was in April where we had these high wind gusts out of nowhere. Like we see how the wind is blowing right now. It literally all the fruit fell off. I didn't do anything. So this year we might not have some stone fruit, but that's all right. I don't know what's going on. But see, broke farmer 76, man, he said all his fruit fell off his chin. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, y'all. To be honest with you, all our trees here, they're not mature trees. None of our trees here. So if y'all thinking that these are mature trees, they are not. When I'm telling y'all, when they go in the ground, that's when and they like at least 5 years old after all this. Because when you purchase your trees in these 5 gallon containers, they're not necessarily 5 years old or 6 or 7 years old. These trees that you get from your local nursery, even when we purchase them bare root trees, okay, from these online sources, those trees are literally only 3 years old or 5 years old, 3 to 5 years old. They're not. So right now, this tree, if it wasn't growing in this container, this 15-gallon nursery container here, it probably will be a thicker trunk by now. Okay, but it's not. Now I've been watching this because you can tell by the bark. Okay, you can tell by the bark of the tree how old the tree is. So this tree is at least going on 4 or 5 right now. Yeah, I'm telling you. Hey, bro, from the 76, I made a list. Now. I have a notebook on based on gardening, right? A journal basically. And right now we have let's see, we have 3 fig trees, 2 stone fruit. That's 5. We got like 12, at least 10 to 11 fruit trees in our garden right now, and they all in containers. Okay, imagine if they was in the ground like this. We can literally get at least 40 fruit. we might could get at least 30. I'm gonna say 30. I'm not gonna say 40. At least 30 fruit trees back here. Okay, if it's just nothing but that with these a mixture of the vegetables and all that, we're in containers. If we had to move all these shrubs and we were able to, we could at least get at least I'm gonna say 30 in our garden, literally. Now our desire is at least to have at least 60 fruit trees in the future. 60, including that's including with the ones you see here today. God's willing, we would like to at least have 60 because I have a list of all the fruit trees that we desire for our family. 'Cause the fruits that we like to eat. Um, we eat a lot of fruit in my house, a lot of fruit. So uh, some stuff you do see. Now, one thing I do want to get to is a mulberry tree because blueberries like the brown. You know what? To be honest with you, this is what you do. Broke Farmer 76. If you can go to Amazon, right? Purchase one of these. Okay, it's a pH and a soil moisture meter, right? And it has an on the back of the label, not this right here on the back of this, but on the back of the label, it tells you what to do to test your soil. And you can even get the ones that you could do, you know, with the water and liquid and all kinds of stuff like that. They got go to your local nursery. They has one of those, but this works. Let me tell y'all something. Now you see this? All the leaves fell off. Most of all the leaves after we got it fell off. It went to shock and stress. So that's why I got mines in the over here on this side. And what you want to do is get your soil tested. See the pH level. Learn about the pH levels. A pH level of 6 and up is alkaline. Okay, below 6, 5.5 and lower it is acidic. But when you're growing citrus, okay, you want to at least have a 4.5 to a 5.5 pH. Nothing higher, nothing lower. Lower than 4.5 because citrus love acidic soil. But did you know? Okay, did you know? Not only your citrus love acidic soil, but your berries, such as your strawberries, your blueberries, your raspberries, they also love acidic soil. Even your blackberries somewhat love acidic soil as well. So, um, but it's okay to grow your strawberries, your blueberries, and I mean strawberries and your blackberries and raspberries in a regular like neutral soil. So that's still okay. But they do love acidic soil as well, but not too much. But it's okay. I am nervous too myself about growing citrus in the in the ground. But I know it'll be worth it. Yeah, you can use acidic fertilizer for your blueberries. Um, you can do that. Also, if you want to get if your soil is alkaline and you want to get to be acidic, now some people will say to use coffee grinds because it'll help. But use coffee grinds only have don't have a huge pH but they mostly focus on like nitrogen, which is like a 1.45 p 1.45 of nitrogen. So I would say just be careful with that. Just it's okay. Uh, but I can tell you this that citrus holds its own. Um, California is very strict about certain things when it comes to the agriculture of like fruit trees and whatnot. So we're not allowed to actually ship citrus to other states. So if I wanted to, I can't because it's illegal. California is very strict about sending out fruit trees to other states and having things shipped here because we are like the number one state, from what I was told, basically that has that basically sells all the produce to other states like your blueberries and your citrus and other fruits and whatnot. So they're very strict about certain things here when it comes to fruit trees and whatnot. But as you can see, I ain't ashamed. Look at this. It's cracking. It's defending itself. Anytime an insect try to come onto it, the leaves crack. Okay, this is what happens. What citrus do? Citrus defends their own self when they feel like they're being threatened. They'll defend themselves, crack the leaves, and the chemicals, their perfume, whatever like that, will come out. Yeah, California is very strict, very strict. Even now, they even got even stricter. I think last in 2019, when they had this very I can't think of the name of that this pest. But it was a pest that came from I think China somewhere and from some country basically and came and hit Florida and from Florida they literally, yeah, yeah. I didn't know that. Yeah, citrus can defend themselves when it comes to certain pests, but not all pests, like leaf miner, aphids. That's why if you notice, you see some cracking here. Sometimes the cracking, like, especially if you see like these little squiggly lines, that's leaf miner. Not here. You don't see it now, but I did have it on one of the leaves, like right here. Wait, you can't see that. It's old though, but this was like from a leaf miner. All right, it's okay. You can just pull off the leaves. Now, leaf miner, y'all want to know? You would know you could really see leaf miner on the new baby leaves. So I don't think we have any new leaves. Oh yes, we do. So right in here, you can't see it now. It's not in here yet, but give it take a couple of weeks, it will probably be some leaf miner. Matter of fact, here's some crackling here. See that? That's like leaf miner there. Look like. Let's see. I want to make sure that it's actually leaf miners for y'all. But no, that was just yeah. But you'll really see it in the back of the leaf though. Mostly, you'll really see in the back. It's like a silky, shiny, squiggly line, looking like it's gray. Let me check over here. And none here, but yeah. And also to just show you because it's getting late. See, this is what the sun did to that line that this Maya lemon here. You You'll know if your citrus is was pollinated because it's green. See that dark green. Now, you can eat, you can zest this if you wanted to. You can juice this if it was big enough. You can still use it. It doesn't really matter. It don't have to be yellow. A lot of people think that it has to be yellow when it's ready. It does not. That's not true. The only time you know your citrus has not been pollinated when this happens. Okay. Matter of fact, it's like right here. See that this yellow one here? It has not been pollinated. So what's going to happen with this one? This one is going to eventually fall. Like see the ones down here, they fell on their own. I didn't do it. So that's when you know, okay. And just how you see how this center of the plum leaves are falling, I mean like droopy, that's when it's time to water. Now, for those who I know I'm talking a lot, but I want to get this out some information out y'all as much as possible. Those who are new to growing in containers and whatnot, if you own your property, right, and you want to grow in containers, whatnot, install you a drip irrigation system because it's cheaper. All right, so we purchased a drip irrigation, but unfortunately we weren't allowed to have it in our garden, so that's why we have to water by hand. Because you don't have to water by hand in containers. You got to go to each container, and that's the con to growing in containers is having to water by hand, each container. But the pro about containers is that you can move them around like I just did a couple weeks ago and made a little area for our garden and whatnot. And that's the pros about containers and grow bags and whatnot. So that's what I love about. See, now y'all can really see our moringa tree, and this is where our prune. You can see here it was prune right here, and it's coming up right there, y'all. Okay, see how tall it is. And the more and this is called pinching, or we call it tip pruning. If I just take that off, it's not gonna kill our moringa tree. It's gonna grow back and it's gonna get tall. So y'all gonna see this tree here is gonna get at least probably like this tall as a fig tree. And y'all can see now that the leaves are droopy because of the sun. Watch it come back later on in the morning. So yeah, I hope I helped y'all out today, guys. I know I was talking a lot, but I just want y'all to, yeah, just watch out for it. Just watch out for it. Um, yeah, and if you got peach leaf curl, use that horticulture oil. Yeah, it's kind of difficult now. Everything, Chris. It's kind of difficult now because we have a toddler, and this is one of the reasons why I'm not gardening like crazy this year, and probably for another couple of years, is because of the fact that we have a toddler now, and so I'm learning how to parent, um, and learn how my son reacts to the garden, and he loves it. He loves nature. He loves being outside because right now I think he's taking a late nap, so he's probably still asleep. But he'll come out here and just like I told y'all in the beginning, he'll harvest himself. Yeah, that's what. Don't worry about it. Let them fall off. It could be a number of things. The wind would do it sometimes, or it could be top heavy. That's the only difference between stone fruit and citrus, that you have to thin them. All right. And the reason why I tell people to thin is because what happens is, you see, let me just show you quick. You see how this fruit this tree is, this right here is bending. If there was more fruit clusters here, this whole thing would bend like this. It will snap. And this is why a lot of YouTubers, or gardeners themselves, or like your nurseries, they'll tell you to thin your fruit, because it is it's not just because the fruit itself to get big, but it's also because it could damage your branch. Okay, it could harm the branch and the tree itself. Now, y'all see this? This came from an insect, a pest, and I think it came from some grasshoppers eating on the leaves. Man, it's ridiculous. Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. The gra- I'm trying to grow organic here, not use pesticides and all that kind of stuff. But as y'all see, this is what happens in nature. Okay, and you can see something been eating on. See that, y'all? You see that? Look at that. Horrible, 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 horrible. And look, this cilantro came up on the seed itself. It came on itself, y'all. So I would allow it to stay. So, yep. And for the bees, it's all for the bees and butterflies and whatever insect that love it. We have enough cilantro anyway, so growing. So I'm good. I try to give back. Scallions, if y'all want to know, this is a scallion, okay, which we call a green onion, right? If you did not know, this is the bulb, the flower, okay. And one of the things you could do if you want to, if you're into salads, you can actually take the petals and actually eat this, okay. Not now. This actually trying to start the seed. Let me go check the other one. Let's go see. So this one actually flower itself, but you can actually use this in your salad. It tastes just like an onion, literally. And onions are companion plants to strawberries. Anything in the onion family is a companion plant to strawberries. Euro is another as well. Okay, so I just want to show y'all that and let y'all know if you want to want to learn something new. I love this calengia. I love it. But yeah, that's our garden, man. That's our garden, guys. I'm glad you all enjoyed the content today. I know I was talking a mile a minute. I didn't want to talk a mile a minute. So I think the next gardening live stream is gonna be Q&A. So we're gonna post what we might put in a community post about the Q&A. What we're gonna do is we're gonna just ask questions. I might be inside next time. I don't know. But see what how Lady NJ feel about that. Cause I can talk sometimes loud, but uh, but it's gonna be a Q&A session, and any questions you have for us, we're gonna answer them. I might tell y'all a little bit about my background in the culinary arts industry, as a chef and whatnot, or because I'm not retired, but I just don't do it anymore professionally as I used to. Uh, but anything y'all want to know about gardening, we're gonna just put the post out, and if you got any questions, just we're gonna I want to answer them as much as possible in the best of to my ability. So with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go because I cooked dinner and I have not eaten yet, and I need to stop drinking coffee because I can tell my teeth is yellow. It's nasty. Ugh. Uh, sorry, that's personal. But let me show y'all this. Now, this content before we go. Look at this. I want to make sure y'all see this right quick. See this? Look how big this fig is. This is gonna be on the content on Tuesday. I'm gonna show you guys this fig tree, and this is the Desert King. This is like one of the fig trees that that is very popular here in the Northwest. There are about over 1,000 varieties of fig trees. But everything trees. Let me tell you this right quick before we go. This fig here, that was it wasn't the size. It wasn't this. It was this size probably. No. Let me go back. I'm gonna take you to the Cordova fig tree. Our figs were never that big. It was this size, literally this size here. You see that? And I'm gonna teach you guys on Tuesday. You're gonna see that video on Tuesday, guys. So be on the lookout for that video. It's scheduled for 6 a.m. in the morning Pacific Standard Time to come out. That's when we schedule our videos to come out. So that way, if you're like in the East Coast, it's like 9 o'clock in the morning. That time, I don't know Central Standard Time. I don't know that time. I think it's like an hour behind, or like an hour or 2 hours behind. But this is how it looks when the sun hits it. Okay, because it's stressed out, but in the morning it's gonna look all vibrant. Uh, but yeah, this is our first year actually seeing this is my first year definitely seeing this fig get huge like this. Okay, so I'm super excited about it. And then the brown turkey here, you see, is like original size of a fig. Okay, right now. So and this is starting to harden up. Okay, Central Standard Time. Okay. 8:33. So that means it's like six something out here. 6:33 out here. So yeah, I just want to show y'all that before we go and let y'all see how this fig is growing this year. And I got to tie it up right now to the orange tree. That there are some like I'm putting like this to you. 'Cause I said it in the video for Tuesday that uh what we're gonna eventually do is basically do the Frankenstein method, which is grafting like 10 varieties or more. Oh, it's 9:30 out there. We all like, yeah, I miss it. I'm gonna say this. I miss the East Coast, y'all. But sometimes I just miss the food. I don't know because it's my taste buds is leaving me. I don't know what's going on as I get older. But the food up in the northeast coast, I definitely miss. Um, and the southern food, like in from Georgia and my family. I got family in the south, so my family's from the south, from the Alabama and Georgia. I have family in Georgia. I have family in North Carolina, South Carolina, Mississippi, Florida. They all in that area, and also in the Midwest, northern Midwest area as well, and out here in California. But this right here, this is amazing, y'all. So this is our first year. This is my first time seeing that. I never seen a fig get this huge. I know the long neck variety as well can get like this. But yeah, it is not even ripe yet. That's the funny part. The Desert King skin turns yellow, like a yellowish color. Nashville hot chicken. I never had that. Let me see. I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, my wife has been to Tennessee actually. When did she go to Tennessee? She been to Tennessee. I don't know if she was in Nashville. I gotta ask her what city she was in. It was like a year or two ago when she was out there. Uh, But and this is the Washington Navals. They starting to finally fruit for us this year. So well, they always fruit. They're starting to hold their fruit right now. That's why I moved the tree right here. And you can see the yellowing leaves, y'all. You see that? So that's why I tell you I'm not perfect. I'm learning as I go. Okay. So but other than that, guys, it's been great. It's been awesome, talking to you all today. We are going to schedule another live stream. So be on the lookout. It's gonna probably be a Q&A, like I told you. We're gonna ask for you guys just to post your questions, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically answer them as the best as we can. And I pray you all have a blessed week. Stay positive. Keep growing. Growing what you love to eat. Uh, and make sure you give back to others as you do so. Your first harvest, whatever you do, give to someone that's in need. And we will see you all in the next one. Be on the lookout for that video on Tuesday about figs, one of our fig trees here. And it's a short content, it's not that long at all. But yeah, enjoy your week. Be safe. Have a nice evening, guys. We'll see you all in the next one. Peace. Good night.